Gareth here from Port Monkeys, and today we're on the Emerald Princess cruise ship. This is the piazza. I'm on deck 5, the bottom of the piazza. Goes up 3 levels total, 5, 6, and 7. There's a few places down here we'll come back to in just a minute. But first, let's go down, start at the bottom, work our way up, okay? So we're on Fiesta Deck 4, home of the medical center, and really nothing else other than crew stuff. And here it is. And this is the midship elevator lobby, lift area. And they don't open till 8. Oh, 9, because we're at sea today. So we're not going to really see much here. It's locked. There's a charge for all medical procedures. So that's the medical center. I would like to show you this. We may see this again, but every deck near the elevators has a map of the ship showing which way is forward, which way is aft, and what's on every floor. So down here we have the medical center. Then we're going to go up to 5 where we started, and 6 and 7. We are not going to look at anything on these decks other than the terrace pool, because these are all staterooms, cabins, and then those decks. So let's head back to 5. So we are back on deck 5, midship. I started right over around the corner there by that circular staircase. First thing we're going to do is look at the Michelangelo Dining Room. This is one of the 3 main dining rooms on the ship. They post the menu for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I suppose, but at least dinner. Mirror. And this is it. Hi. The crew is very friendly, and he's got a flashlight while he looks for something. They're not set up for anything, and all the dining rooms look kind of the same, but this is Michelangelo. So let's go out. We are on the port side, the left side of deck 5. Forward is that way, the front of the ship. Aft is behind me, the back of the ship. This area is called the International Cafe, and they make specialty coffees and, of course, alcoholic drinks. But they also have this food that's free. And it changes over the course of the day. Oh, this one's empty. And I guess they have that even. But the coffee here, you have to pay for. So, we're back out in the center of the ship. They do music here, they do games here. They don't do trivia really, but a minute to win it and stuff like that. So you could fly paper airplanes.
Oh, I was right, the launching game super. Is this super? Do you remember that we met? That's the day I knew you were my pet.
Egg drop challenge in the piazza.
Sophie's gonna break it up and check if it's alive. Here we go, folks. Let's count it down. In 3, 2, 1.
Curvy staircases. Bunch of glass elevators, but you know, it's only 3 floors. There's one coming down. And the ceiling, which is really very pretty, but it looks like a section of it's burnt out.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's moving up.
Oh, you dropped it. You dropped it.
She's figuring out how hard it really is. Oh, she's got 2. She's going. Look at the determination on her face. Hey, Scottish Ken. There you go. That's the stuff. Let's watch this guy go. Me and Alex.
Me and Gareth and Alex.
All right.
Thank you.
I didn't win though.
Hold on, Wally.
Crossed over to Starboard, the right side. That's still the Michelangelo Dining Room in there, but you enter from the other side. This is the Internet Cafe. They have these computers for you to use, but you do have to, you know, buy the minutes or whatever, get a plan. Internet Cafe. As we leave the Internet Cafe, we get to something called Escapes, and I have no idea what that is. And this is the Future Cruise area. Future Cruise sales. It's sometimes cost effective, or you get good bargains if you book a cruise, a future cruise, while on a cruise. This is the Vines Wine Bar. They have wine and wine tasting. I don't know if they have any other liquor, but it's the Vines Wine Bar. That brings us to the art gallery. And of course, this is the home of the art they try to auction off and get you to buy while you're on a cruise. And if you redeem 4 extra tickets, you get a piece of art for your home. So as we pass through the art gallery, and there's 2 sides to it, so I could be walking off that way. I'll eventually turn. Here's a map of our cruise. We started in Barcelona. We were in Casablanca yesterday. We're headed for the Canaries, the Azores, Fort Lauderdale. And then I'm going to stay on and go through the Panama Canal. So we're walking forward. So this is Plaza Deck 5. Cabins. And we're back where we're up to the forward stairwell and lift lobby. And there's one of those handy things again. We are on Fiesta Deck 6 right there, just outside Gatsby's Casino and the Princess Theater. So this is the ground floor of the Princess Theater. And right outside the theater are conference rooms. And I guess if you were at some sort of conference on board, you might use this or that. Hi. So this is the entrance to the Princess Theater. And we're going to go around and around, and we're going to come out right by the stage. And there's the Princess Theater. I imagine it holds around 1,000 people. I'm not positive. Has good sight lines, no pillars coming down. These chairs, you know, the stage is up high enough where they're good seats, and then up there they slope enough where, unless you get a giant in front of you, which I have, you can see the stage really well. Now I've just crossed back over to the port side, and I'm going to go up and across. But that's the Princess Theater. You should have a look at some of the shows they have in here.
Don't worry, it's just
So
tea.
the theater is
I
just...
don't need the help. Good evening. My goodness, I'm loving this reaction. I'll take that. Hello, everyone.
Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
So beat the drums, 'cause here's the modern Millie now.
I like work over there, because I can tell every joke twice, because half of them can't hear, and the other half can't remember, so it works for me. I said half can't hear!
see it printed on the hieroglyphics of the pyramids. That's not a joke. In fact, if there are any Egyptologists with us this evening, you know that cups and balls is spelled beetle, 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 sideways guy, snake.
That's the way, I like it. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly.
You got a friend in me.
Croutons are stale bread. We left these open all night, it would only get better. Nobody's ever had to go back to the store where the box of croutons because they need some money back. These are going fresh.
I'm a pin up big time, so I'm big time friends. I wanna make sure I'm big time never wins.
In a loud, clear voice, please tell everybody here the name of the card. You just held in your hand. Now would be good, Joanne. Name your card. You didn't look.
Kind of a hip crowd. Hip crowd. Yeah, about 50% hip replacement type.
Good darling Miss Molly, sure like the ball. Good darling Miss Molly, sure like the ball.
Still on deck 6, Fiesta Deck. There's the port side. Front of the ship is that way. Forward. This is Gatsby's Casino. But we're going to cross from the starboard side to the port side in here so you can get a good look at it. Has Gatsby's Bar. Has a few tables, roulette, a couple roulette tables. Didn't see craps. Poker table. I think there's a craps table on the other end. This is the Speakeasy Cigar Bar. So people come in here to smoke and buy cigars. I don't know how many people actually buy cigars, but he has one. So that's the Speakeasy. Whew. So Gatsby's Casino. This brings us to the Captain's Circle desk. They actually have a little desk here. You can get your passport stuff. Princess passport, not a real passport. But we're on deck 6. We're going to cross over for a moment and show you the Emerald Princess service desk, purser's desk we used to call it, guest services, whatever you want to call it. In here is one of the shops. Now it's early in the morning, so the shops are closed. But there's one of the shops, sells candy, stuff you might need, toothbrushes, toothpaste, combs. I bought a comb on my last cruise because I forgot my comb. Not that I really need one. Clothes, jewelry. Of course, the jewelry ones are further on. This stairway goes up to deck 7. This is one big store, long store. There's Stanley, the bear, and they call it Calypso Cove. That brings us to club class dining. So this is club class dining, and I'm not club class, so I can't dine here. But he can't either, so I don't feel so bad. I see they have gray napkins instead of white, so they're fancy. And of course, that's the Vinci Dining Room over there. So it's just kind of the same, but kind of different.
Yeah.
Different food. You have a good day. So now I'm crossing through the midship stair tower. There's the lifts you can use in there. These lifts are for crew, so you need a card. And here it is.
Good morning.
the Vinci Dining Room. Hi. So it looks like the other dining rooms. It's got one of these. It's got tables and chairs and everything. And a menu. So this would be the breakfast menu, I think. Like I was saying. This is the only dining room, and the club class, that are open for breakfast. The other two dining rooms are not open at breakfast. This is Meridian Bay. So here we got your sunglasses, your purses, your jewelry. There are other stores on board. This is, let's call it the inexpensive jewelry. 2 for $50. And they sell purses and giant Stanleys and jewelry and glass sculptures. Oh, crystal, maybe. And that's pretty much deck 6. So let's go up to 7. At the top of the stairs we have Crooner's Bar. Goes back there, it's got a grand piano, just a bar. On the other side we have more shops, perfume, we'll go forward in just a minute. If you need to walk the length of the ship inside, deck 7 is good for that, the deck we're on. But first let's go forward here from the piazza. So we're in the piazza. I started out down there. Now we're up at the top floor of the piazza. We're gonna head forward more, and this is the library. And got a desk, suggestion box, drop the completed week show here. Sudokus, crossword puzzles, sign in to play different things with different people. And of course, books and games. Library. And the Wheelhouse Bar, which is sometimes the Salty Dog Gastropub. That costs money though. Sometimes they play games and trivia in here. They do other things here, like drink. It's a fairly big bar. It's got a piano also, bands playing here, duos or whatever, every night. They have dancing. We're gonna cross back out. Effie is a jewelry store. Shore excursion desk with these people ready to serve you. So I already booked one for tomorrow, so I'm good. Now we're all the way at the front of the ship pretty much, going into the theater upstairs. Remember we crossed downstairs from deck 6, but so there's the stage. You can see it's very clean sight lines, and it's enough of a difference between the chairs that you can usually see over people's heads, unless you get some sort of giant, or if you're some sort of the opposite of giant. We're at the forward stair tower.
Hello.
Elevator lobby. Hello. Deck 7 is where you could go outside and walk. And the sun is just rising. And it's not really cold. There is another cruise ship right there, it looks like. So you can go all the way around the ship. The only problem is when you get all the way forward there, you have to go upstairs to deck 8, cross around the front, and then come back down the stairs to this deck 7. Came out here on a different day
when it wasn't closed. So now we're up on deck 8. This is the front of the ship, Emerald Deck 8. And it's pretty sunny. We're somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. We left the Azores yesterday. So this is how you get all the way around the ship though. From 7, you got to go up to 8 to go around the front. And then back down to 7 on the other side. Here, we're at the very front of the ship. Oh, I stepped in the puddle. Oh, it's all puddle. But anyway, if you want to be the king of the world, this is where you do it. I'm the king of the world. And over to starboard, where it's dark and cold. And down you go. And then there's several places along here you can go back inside. Life jackets. They do have some chairs. They're not loungers, but at least they're wooden and they're padded. All the way down on each side. You can do on the Promenade Deck. Got 2 empty chairs for you. That's right. You could sleep. A gentle sleep. Let's go back inside. Right here would be the Princess Theater, with people going in and out. We're back in the piazza, the atrium. Here's Essence, that's the perfume shop. Here's a picture of the head officers. Martin Stenzel is the captain. And then we have all the others here. Kaylee Lloyd is the cruise director. So on the starboard side of deck 7, you can go all the way forward and aft. First though, these are the things you get, the plaques, the mementos, whatever, of your first port call, your maiden port call. So port of Sete. So we're crossing over. This is midship, the middle of the ship, to port. And there's the piazza, the atrium, Crooner's Bar. And you can actually get into the Explorer's Lounge this way. So if the main drag, which is over there, is really crowded, you can cut around here. I mean, you still have to join them though. You can't walk this way. There's a passage there, but that's like crew. So this is the Explorer's Lounge. We usually do trivia in here. They do the game shows in here, stuff like that.
I am going to be taking your morning trivia. Get your brains at the ready and your fingers on your pencils.
Folks, by a round of applause, who saw Falls Tag's show the other night? Good.
Well, if you didn't like the show last night, trust me, I'm not going to get better in a day. See, I was in the theater last night, tonight, this room, so. I guess I'm getting demoted. I don't know what the deal is. I'll do the show in my cabin tomorrow night if you want to come in there. It's smaller and smaller.
The maiden call plaques were just inside there. We're going to walk the length of the ship here now. This is the photo video gallery. It goes all the way down. These are the panels they can open and your pictures they took of you are on them. This is the Crown Grill. This is one of the alternative dining venues. $29 each. It's very good. So it goes all the way over there to the windows. Got a fireplace. I don't think they use it. There's people in here. Maybe club class. I don't know. So, photo gallery. Platinum Studio, that's where you pay extra for pictures. Black and white pictures is way up on the top of the ship. Now we've reached the back of the ship actually. And this is Club Fusion. So, a little bit later today they're going to be having dancer size or whatever in here. And of course it's a bar. They have the Platinum, Elite, you know, Captain Circle parties in here every afternoon. Well, 4:30 to 6:30. Guess I call that afternoon. But it's got a bandstand and a dance floor. And it's a fairly big lounge bar. Let's cross back over. I don't mean to zigzag so much, but I also don't want to repeat. Oh, well, that's not a cruise ship. So we're at the aft elevator lobby, Stair Tower, on Promenade Deck. Down on Fiesta is the Botticelli Dining Room. So let's go down and have a look. And here we are at the Botticelli Dining Room. It's the main dining room for set dining times. You know, 5 and 7 or whatever they are now. Just visiting real quick. So it's a big dining room, goes all the way to the back of the ship. These guys are all working really hard. They do a great job. And I don't want to bother them, so we'll get out of here. But it goes all the way across the ship to the other side. This guy's probably the hardest worker in here. And out we go. Botticelli Dining Room. The only way to reach this is to walk to the back of the ship and come down the stairs or the elevator. As you can see, we're like this. Leads nowhere. There's no cabins here, nothing. So we're gonna go back up. We're up on deck 8, Emerald Deck. I am here. Like I say, there's nothing but passenger cabins for several decks. See that? Staterooms. So we're gonna go up to 14. So here we are on Riviera Deck 14. You'll notice there is no 13. All staterooms except the Terrace Pool, which you can reach either side. Of course, these are staterooms. An Ocean Medallion is coming soon. So here's the Terrace Pool, and they have it blocked off today. So we'll have to go out there later. But the other side's open. From the Terrace Pool, you can go all the way up several decks. So I'm actually now on deck 15, aft. That's the back of the ship. It's not a cruise ship. It's just some cargo ship. And this is the Terrace Pool. We tried to come out right behind those lounge chairs, but they have it blocked. They have this side blocked. That's the Terrace Pool though. So deck 15, deck 16, that's Share by Curtis Stone, another specialty restaurant. Deck 17, deck 18. 17 is Skywalker's Lounge, I believe. We'll go up there in a few minutes. But they have it blocked here. They're having some trouble. Of course, they have a bar. It's called the Outrigger. And this is the back of the buffet, which at night becomes, this part becomes Blank's Barbecue, and the other side becomes some other restaurant where the cover charge is $12. But this is your breakfast menu. This is for omelets. I'm filling it with something out of here.
and then you hand it to them, and they make an omelet out of it.
That's it.
And this guy's in charge.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm made.
Yeah. Of course, melon, apples, kiwi. I'm not going to show you this whole thing because it just goes on and on. Washing station. By the way, the port side is exactly the same. Place you can get your own coffee and hot water, tea. They don't let you get juice yourself. So, this is the buffet. This side's not open yet. One night in the buffet, they have king crab and some stuff to go with it. And a huge pile of these giant shrimp. You don't like giant shrimp and king crab? Well, oysters. And some other stuff. Stuff to put on your salad. Little flower pots with cherries and melon. Hi. Another coffee and tea station. You can't cut through though. You either got to go around this way or around the back. There is no through here. On some of the ships you can. So that's the World Fresh Market Buffet, and they put these signs up. So this sign is saying this side's closed, go to the other side. And on the other side, there's a green sign that says, come on in, or something like that. So here's a bar, here's a pool. This is where they do movies under the stars. See, there's the screen. Looks terrible from here. If you're sitting in those lounge chairs at night, it doesn't look so bad. I mean, it needs a little adjustment. It seems like they always do though. So we're back over to Starboard, and see, World Fresh Market, the service lane is open. So we're gonna head forward. By the way, this is the Calypso Bar and the Calypso Pool, if you need a name for these. Through those doors is midship elevator and stairs. Through those doors. Most people just go around. Seems not really that rough, but I guess there's just enough movement in the ship to cause the pool to do that. So we're still at the Calypso Pool. There you can see the screen a little better, right? So each night, well, actually all day, they show movies up there, and then ads and other stuff in between. I think they're showing 3 different movies today over the course of the day. Here's your towels, used towels, life preservers if you need one. So this brings us to a couple of bathrooms here, big bathrooms. More life jackets, more towels, more pool. I'm going to cross, this is the Lido Deck 15 we're on. I'm going to cross over to Starboard because there's something right around the corner here you should see. And that's coffee and cones and slice. So you can buy coffee here. You can get free ice cream or some you pay for, or pizza. Now the pizza's not open yet because it's still early in the morning. But there's what you might get. Stromboli and pizza boats too. That's exciting. So let's walk forward a little bit more. This is the Mix Bar. Now, I think we were on a Holland America ship and they had a Mix Bar. So, of course, the Princess and Holland are both owned by Carnival, so I guess they can use the name. And this is the Salty Dog. Hamburgers, hot dogs, fries.
Stuff like that. Salty Dog Grill. Hot dogs, loaded fries, street tacos, Princess Craft Burgers. They got this deal for $8, but that includes a beer. So, but hamburgers and this stuff is all free. The rest of deck 15 is passenger cabins, including my cabin. Hey Manuel, that it has a safety pin in it, so thank you very much. Dude's always working, always working. Well, we're all the way forward on deck 15, and I think you can do this same thing over there. There's a door here that's completely unmarked, and then you can go through that, and there's another door. You can go through that, and that brings you out above the bridge, which is where I'm at right now. Bridge directly below me. I've heard the crew calls this Monkey Island because passengers come out here, get it? So that's crew area down there. They get their own pool and a couple spas. They have a gym down there and an internet cafe of their own. I've heard they don't get free internet though, which seems weird to me. We're in Santa Cruz de Tenerife, or Tenerife. So one of the Canary Islands today. I thought you'd want to come out. Now, the drawback with Monkey Island, and not so much with this area, but that's somebody's cabin right there. These cabins are way over there, and those have that wall, but that's a suite right there, and well, everybody out here can just look down on them. That's the other door. The gym is right up there, and the sanctuary or something is up above. We'll get up there in a minute. I see another island out there, another one of the Canary Islands. We're in port with at least 3 other ships. We are on deck 16, forward. This is the port side, and it's Hearts and Minds. Now that's the chapel on board. And it's fairly large as ship chapels go. Even has a piano and whatever that room is. Stuff for weddings, Bibles, lots of chairs, windows to the outside. Whoa, that door slammed right behind me. Across the way, also on deck 16 forward, called the Sun Deck, is the Lotus Spa. You don't mind? I don't mind. Here's the desk, here's the doctors. Hello. They'll fix what ails you. Here's a little room where they do stuff to you. Oh, somebody's in there. Somebody's in there too. Here's a little tray of salt. Here's that pool that people think they can't use, but really they can use it, I believe. But it's not, can't use it now because we're in port and it's covered with a net. But you could lay on those chairs too, although this might be part of the sanctuary or the other place where you have to pay. Little slideshow going on here. People waiting, waiting, waiting.
No one under the age of 16.
So this is the fitness room. So we got free weights. We have these. I'm sure they have a name. Got some bicycles over there. Got this thing. Got more weights. Here's the treadmills. Leg machine. That's what I like about Princess. They have real exercise machines. On Viking they had some weird bungee cord stuff. I just didn't enjoy it. Not that I work out that much. But of course that's the great outdoors, so you can treadmill across the Atlantic Ocean. Of course they'll do fitness classes here and spin classes. Those cost more usually. Got some balls here if you like a ball. Got some squares. some hoops, some little weights, some mats. You can use all this stuff for free. I think those are yoga rollers. So that's the fitness room. I'm gonna go back out into the spa for a minute. There's the pool again. We're on the other side. Fitness room was over there. This is the spa lounge, treatment room. Somebody getting treatment in there. Got some food and water here. Got some iced or regular tea. Can have tea. I don't know if you walked in here what would happen. Here's the thermal suite. There's the fitness room again. I'm not even sure what that is. It just says close the door, how to use the lift. Oh, it's a lift. So, elevator to get you down here. These are those marble or stone beds they always have in spas. There's some stuff you could buy. I think this is where the lift, no, this is just a shower.
It's a tumble suite?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to pay for that though, right? Yeah. Can't use it free. Sauna?
No, this is an elevator that
Oh.
takes you.
Looks like a sauna.
The sauna is inside.
Okay. Thank you. It looks like a sauna. Of course, maybe this looks more like a sauna. Boy, this is hot. That's a steam room. But you have to pay to use this stuff. This is a weird thing. Dry? Those.
Tropical rain shower and hot shower.
Ah, cool. Unisex. And that's pretty much the spa. Now we're somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean between the Canary Islands and the Azore Islands. And it's been a little rough last night since we left the Canaries. And it's very windy up here. So, more towels. The pools are down a deck though. The Neptune pool is right below, and the Calypso pool is up ahead there, or below. So here's a bar up here, and this is called the Trade Winds Bar. Right? And right over there is the smoking area. So, port side, deck 16, smoking area. We're gonna go aft on deck 16. It's a little early in the morning. Ship, we have movies under the stars. Of course, it's just a bunch of lounge chairs, so you could lay here all day. They're not showing anything yet. They show movies all day and other shows. And you can sit there and there or there. This is the Calypso pool, Calypso bar, a couple of hot tubs, movie screen. They put thick mats with pillows on these at night for the movies under the stars. We're gonna keep heading aft. Now this is the Emerald Princess, and this ship had a refurbishment in April 2019. So people tell me it's completely different. And I noticed this is the AstroTurf or imitation grass, rolls of it. So I don't know if they're going to replace this, which looks a little matted down, but not bad. So we're on the port side of deck 16, and here's your ping pong. And there's another table up there. Now there's an unmarked door here. Here's all your paddles and stuff. Okay, so to go any more forward, I have to go up to deck 17. This is a ladder or stairwell up to that little area right there, and then it goes up further, but I don't think we're allowed to go there. Let's walk up a minute and just see. Well, it appears up here on 18 they've put the shuffleboard with a scorecard. I'm going to go up further. I didn't think you could. So, deck 16, up the stairs, 17, up the stairs, 18, up the stairs, 19. And here's where your basketball court is. Or whatever else you're going to play. Pickleball or something. And it's super windy up here. So let's... or soccer? So this is the jogging track, and 16 times around equals a mile. This is also the golf course. So we're up here on Princess Links, playing a little putting competition. Okay, we're playing a browsing game of down and the rest of the ship in the back. There's our wake. A little pool right here. I think it might be for kids. A little spa there. Not for kids, I guess. Those people aren't kids. Skywalkers is right underneath us. We got company. Anyway, 16 times around equals a mile, which would be 1.6 kilometers, right? And here comes somebody now. So we're gonna go back down. We're on deck 19. Some doors up here. I can go inside there. That's the Platinum Photo Studio. We'll come to that later. And this is the lift, the elevator, which comes up here. You could also go down on the starboard side, but we're gonna go down on the port side again and finish up. Well, we're back to Movies Under the Stars. Can't get through this way. Calypso pool area. Gonna have to go all the way around there. I've crossed from port to starboard here. Sun's rising, getting lighter out here. Still Movies Under the Stars. Still heading aft. These are the mats they put on the chairs. Tour strap. See? They're thick and spongy. And they give you blankets. It hasn't really been warm on this cruise, but it is the middle of November, crossing the Atlantic. So stairway up to 17, up to 18, and up to 19. Since we've been there, we're not going to go there quite yet, but on this side, the right side, the starboard side, there is a door in, unlike on port. And they've got a conference room here. Bathroom. More bathrooms. So remember, we're on deck 16 aft. You are here. Elevators. You'll notice this elevator goes up to 19. One of these elevators. These elevators only go to 18. So keep that in mind if you're going to ride all the way up. This is the home of Curtis Stone Share and the Addagio Bar. And on the backs of Princess ships, it's kind of nice because the decks are all tiered and there's a pool down there. So this is Share by Curtis Stone. And it is a big restaurant that is not pulling its weight, I think. We ate here once on another ship and we were not impressed. We're going to try it again on this ship. but I've never seen more than 15 people in here. And that would fit easily. There is. There is this little terrace out here, which we're going to try to get to. And there. So we're out on this little terrace. And I don't know if this is part of the restaurant, I'm guessing. But then you have deck 15, and that pool is actually between 14 and 15. And you can get to it from deck 14, but it was closed last time, remember? So I'm going to cross over. There's the sun peeking up. It came out of Share over there. This is Addagio on this side. I'm gonna go up these stairs so you can see this area up here. And you might say, well, weren't we already there? And the answer is not really. Because on this side, there's a spa and a pool. So, little pool, big spa. Lounge chairs. Up there is Skywalkers, and we could actually go up there and walk in there. But we're gonna get to it from the other side, because most people never come from this side. And you could go down along here, back around, and get all the way up. That's where the jogging track and the golf course is, on deck 19. Or go down. The kids area is through there. We'll come back to that too. But you should know that there's an area like this here and one on the other side. But on that side, you can't get any further than that. There's a door, and that's where the kids play. So there's a door here, just like there was on the other side. That leads you into the Addagio Bar. And sometimes they do presentations in here. They set up a screen right here. And I mean, I watched a presentation about GoPros here on one ship. But it was definitely the Addagio Bar. Most of the Princess ships, if not all, have one. They don't all have Share by Curtis Stone. And back out. Sun Deck 16. We just came out of Addagio. Share is on that side, back of the ship. We're on Sun Deck 16. We're gonna head forward now. Movies under the stars. There's the Calypso pool and bar. The screen. Oh, there's something on the screen now. You can go 1, 2, 3, like 3 levels up there. 3 more levels of lounge chairs. Like a theater, right? Now we've come through to the Neptune pool. Smoking area. Bar. We're gonna go all the way forward. This is the Tradewinds bar, actually. We're gonna go upstairs here on this windy staircase. And we're gonna go up one more. Well, this is just a sun deck. It doesn't go anywhere but what you can see. Over there is the sanctuary. You actually have to pay to get in there, although we're gonna try to walk through it. And down below the sanctuary is the spa, the Lotus Spa. If you want to see a sunrise, let's see. We're back on deck 17. They call it the sports deck, although no sports are happening in the front of the ship. There was a guy doing Tai Chi or something here a minute ago, but I don't think he counts. It's very, very windy here. I'm gonna cross over to the starboard side. The sanctuary. So the gate is open, so I'm just gonna walk in. Normally, you need to wait to be seated and you need to pay. But in the sanctuary, there are fancier lounge chairs. And it's also the front of the ship, but it's all windows. So, fruit, guys working, girls working. So that's the sanctuary, covered. Goes on over there. This is the pool we saw from the spa, and it looks empty to me. So I guess they're not using it today. But that's the sanctuary. So we came down from 17 and 18. Right out there you can go to the front of the ship, but it's closed because of the wind. Maybe later. Gone up to Sports Deck 17 aft, right there. And we have here the beach house, ages 13 to 17. The lodge, ages 8 to 12. And of course over there, the tree house, ages 3 to 7. And she's running away so she doesn't appear in the video, but we'll go in here first, the tree house. Camp Discovery. Hi.
You're not allowed to film any stuff.
Any stuff or any kids?
No staff. No staff, no kids.
Oh.
For now it's perfect because we
Okay.
that's why we get the film.
She says don't film her or the kids, or even Aladdin if it happens to be on the TV. Look at this. I want to go in there. And I guess this is a kids area exclusive here. Oh, but there's no pool or anything. The pool's in there, I suppose. Over that way, you think? Okay. And the stairway's locked wherever it goes. Play kitchen, lots, tables and chairs, computers too. But I don't see keyboards or anything. Maybe you got to check them out from them. Age 8 to 12. Oh, they got skee ball. They got air hockey. They have a passageway there, another room over there. That's the teen area. That's the teen area. Skee ball. They got Judy Kuhn singing Just Around the River Bend. Just around the river bend. There's the pool for the kids, I'm assuming, since it's decorated like it is. Oh, and there's another one over there. Let's go over that way. But first, let's go out. So they have computers too. This, I think, is a karaoke thing. I'm not positive, but that's what it looks like. Got some books, Captain Underpants. Maybe she's the only one working, huh? So the teens get skee ball, the teens get air hockey, the teens get foosball, the teens get computers, the teens get a TV, they get surfboard tables. Look at that. Surfboard tables.
And ping pong.
And a ping pong table that they have to set up, but they probably set it up out here. This says no exit. They got it locked, but there's another pool. So the one is probably a hot tub though, right? Couches. Since there's no kids hardly on the ship, I may come here and hang. Look they got a light show, speakers, another one of those karaoke things.
Library.
Or DJ, it says on it, crowd DJ, so. So remember, this was the in-between age. That's Tom Hanks in a music video. I probably sound dumb because I've never heard of it or seen it, but there he is. And I don't recognize the song. Okay. And that's all for the kids area. Now we're on deck 18, sky deck aft, back of the ship. These elevators go up to 19. This is the Platinum Studio. And it's actually up these stairs. And this is where you get these fancy black and white pictures taken for money. That's the golf course outside and the jogging track. So, in there. We're not going to go in there though. We're going to go back down to 18. Back on 18. I want to show you Skywalker's nightclub. And on some ships, it's up a long ramp. On this ship, they've set it down on the ship. But still, if you want a good view of the back of the ship, the wake, whatever, this would be it. They have disco, dancing, whatever, at night in here. Of course, a bar. People come up and hang out in here in the morning to catch some sun out of the cold. Skywalker's nightclub. I think that's about it from the Emerald Princess. See you in the next port. Bye. Pulling out of Dodge here, or should I say Cartagena, Colombia, leaving the Celebrity Infinity to fend for itself. Actually backing out. Then I suppose we're gonna do a 180 out there somewhere, or a U-turn, not a U-turn, but a Y-turn. I'm just not sure. Looks a lot like that pulling out. Stirs up the mud. I think that's our pilot boat. Of course, the old walled city is behind us, behind me, so we can't see it from our balcony. But once we turn, probably can.